Hey guys, in this video we're going to show you how to install OpenVPN on a Windows 10 PC. In order for us to get started, we want to open up our browser and head over to Google, and we can just search for OpenVPN. OpenVPN will most likely be the very first link that shows up. The official site is openvpn.net. You can just click on that. And over here in the website, what we want to do is head over to the community option in the menu, and then go over to downloads. In the download section, what we can do is we're going to scroll down to Windows 64-bit MSI installer. So this is the file that we're going to use. We're going to click on that and let it download. Okay, so once this file has downloaded, we can just click on it and open it up. And we'll just minimize the browser. And now if we don't have any customization or changes to make, we can just click on install now. If you do click on customize now, you can specify the default path that it's installed in. I don't think it's necessary to do that, so we'd just be doing the installation by default. So we have a warning here to allow access to the app. We can click on yes, and we'll let it install. Might take about a minute or two to do this. So upon completion, you can just click on close and it'll close the wizard. So now that the installation is complete, in the top left hand corner, you'll notice that we have a shortcut for OpenVPN that was created for us. And if you go into the start menu, there is also one labeled here. Okay, so you'll notice that we got a warning that just popped up about a configuration file that's required in order for this to load. It's giving us a default path in the C drive where it should be located. What we're going to do next is we're going to show you how to get that configuration file loaded. If you are working for a company that's requiring you to use OpenVPN as a form of secure connectivity to the office, they will provide you a configuration file. In this demonstration, we're going to show you how to use a free service with OpenVPN. So before we get started, I should mention that we'll have a link in the description with all our video notes, so you can figure out how you want to modify your configuration files or which ones to add. In the bottom left hand corner where the clock is, you'll see that we have an OpenVPN GUI icon where we can select, and then we can import files, change the settings, or completely exit the application. What we're going to need is a configuration file to import in here so we can use the VPN. So what we can do is we can use a free service, which is from VPN Book. We can open up our browser and we'll just go to a new tab here. We'll head over to the VPN Book website, which is vpnbook.com. So we'll click on the free VPN service up here at the top. And in the previous video that we had done, we used the free PPTP VPN connection, which is right over here, and we were using the default Windows connectivity method. In this example, we're going to be using the free OpenVPN connection, and they have their own configuration files already set up for this service. So you have a list of a whole bunch of different configuration files depending on where you want to connect from. Many different countries listed here. As you can see, we have France, we have Canada, United States, Germany, and a few others listed here as well. In this example, we're going to be using the United States one. So we'll just click on the second one in the list here and allow it to download. It's going to download a compressed zip file. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to extract the files here. So we'll head over to our downloads folder, and there it is. And then we can right click on it, and then we can extract the files. So here's the extracted pre-configured files. We know that it is in our downloaded folder. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back over to the OpenVPN icon by the clock. And we'll right click on it. We'll minimize that. And we'll right click on it and then go to import files. Now we know it's in our download folder. It's important to know where you downloaded this so you can find it later on, especially the uncompressed files. So what we can do is, in this example, we're just going to be using the first one in the list. We'll select it and then click on Open. So it's imported successfully, which is great. And before we connect, it's going to require a username and password to connect to the VPN service. So what we'll do is we're just going to keep this open so it's easy for us to navigate. And down here at the bottom, we have the username and the password listed. And I'll just push this over to the side so it's easy to type in. And then we can go to our OpenVPN tool and we can attempt to connect now. So right away, it's going to prompt us for the username and password. And we're going to be using the one right from the website. And we'll just type it in here. And the password. And then we can check on save password so we don't have to do this every single time. And then click OK. And there we go, it's going to go through the handshake motions and connect to the server. And once it's done, it'll minimize. And we are connected. So to validate this, what we can do is we can go into our browser and check the IP that we're getting and the server that we're connecting from. So we'll head over to Google. And inside Google, we can type in what's my IP. And it's automatically giving us our public IP address here. I like to go to whatsmyip.org because it'll also list all the other detailed information, such as the server that we're connected to. And in here, we can see that the same IP is appearing at the top. And then down below, we can see that the host name here is the US2 VPN book that we had added to our configuration file and has loaded. So we can see that this is the server that we're connected to from our configuration file. And we are connected. Now, if we want to disconnect, you just go back to the icon, right click on it, and we'll have options to either disconnect, or down at the bottom, you can see that we can completely exit the application itself. If you want to disconnect, that means you're just disconnecting temporarily and you can reconnect later. If you shut down and you click on the exit option, you're going to completely shut out of the application. You'll have to relaunch it from the beginning in order for it to connect. And that's it. That is how you install OpenVPN on a Windows 10 PC. I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe if you did. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, and we'll catch you on the next one.